Good morning, friends, and welcome back to your channel, Financial Freedom. So it's Wednesday before expiry. So let's see how the market is moving. If we see the global indices, the broader picture, US market, it's positive. In fact, the entire global markets as of now have closed in a positive momentum compared to what we have seen yesterday, which closed in a negative momentum. So Nasdaq, it's 1.2% up. European markets, all you can just see everywhere, it's almost 1.5% up. Even SGX Nifty, it's slightly up. But Nikkei, Taiwan, everything, Jakarta, 2% good. So so overall sentiment is bullish, even in Indian markets, which we have seen yesterday. It was quite a rally, and Nifty has closed above 13,000, which is a great thing. And I just hope that it continues to close above 13,000 from here after. So let's see. Nifty, which had 140 points rally, which closed above 13,000, which is 13,109. Sensex, it has closed 505 points up compared to the previous close. And Bank Nifty, it closed 208 points compared to the previous session. So what could be the pivot points and support and resistance for Nifty and Bank Nifty for today? So you guys have to keep one thing in mind. It's a day before expiry. 80 to 90% of the positions are closed by today in FNO, so you could expect volatility in today's session. So trade according to that. So let's see what will be the support and resistance for Nifty. The Nifty had closed at 13,109. So the immediate resistance. So all this are the pivot as compared the pivot support and resistance, as well as the support and resistance taken using the option chain analysis. So the Nifty, the immediate resistance which it will face is 13,200, and the next will be 13,250, and then you can see 13,300 where the Nifty is going to face the resistance. When it comes to the support, Nifty has a support of 13,100, and then 13,000, and then you can see 12,900 once the 13,000 is broken. But let's just pray that Nifty doesn't come back to 13,000. It just go higher and higher. That's much better for our economy as well. So how about the Bank Nifty? So we have seen the Bank Nifty has closed at 29,817. So now the immediate resistance for the Bank Nifty will be 30,000. And if the 30,000 is broken, it will be 30,200. And then, sorry about this, it's actually 30,500, what you could expect. So since it's a broader, there will be a lot of volatility, so you could expect explosive move in either side, either the up or the downside. So if we see Bank Nifty in downside, you can see if the Bank Nifty starts to move towards down, the immediate support will be 29,500, and then we have 29,190, and then we have 29,000. And guys, I'm really sorry, I later realized that in yesterday's video which we made, actually I just ended up putting all the digits in 28,000 instead of 29. So my apologies on this. But as of now, these are the points. You can just note it down: 29,500, 29,190, and 29,000. These are the key supports for the Bank Nifty for today's session. Now, let's see the stock in news. So Dr. Reddy, it's a good news. The company and the Russian Direct Investment Fund has commenced the clinical trials for Sputnik vaccine in India. So let's just hope. I even read an article today where the vaccines could be available by January for the public. which is a great news. And then, as I said yesterday, that the entire auto sector is about to release their sales um, figures. So we have a lot of auto sectors today lined up. So you can see the SMLSU, the company sold 516 vehicles in November. This is 2020 against 521 vehicles compared in 2019. See, the difference is just of 5 vehicles, but I'll tell you something. This is a commercial vehicle. The company sells commercial vehicles. And if the commercial vehicles business is 516, especially when we are officially in recession, I'll tell you something. It's a great news. Let's head towards the Hero MotoCorp again, auto sector. The company sold 5,91,091 units of motorcycles and scooters in November 2020, comparative to what they have sold last year, which is 5,16,775. Again, it's a great number for Hero MotoCorp as well. In fact, all the automobile sector have done really well. So Tata Motors company sold 49,650 vehicles in November, comparative to 41,124 units previous year, which was November 2019. Eicher Motors as well sold 63,782 units of motorcycles in November 2020, again 60,411. So we all know the Harley Davidson falls under Eicher Motors in India. And then we have a Smart Link. So the board will be holding a meeting on December 4 to consider the proposal of buyback. So these are the news. The most of the news are in regards to the auto sector, which has already been rallied yesterday, and you could expect a similar kind of effects still in these stocks. When we talk about the FIIs and DIIs business, let's see how the business are doing. So FIIs, the total business done yesterday was 11,337 crores, out of which the selling was for 8,095 crores and 3,242 crores was the net purchase. And then we have DIIs. You can see the figures over here. The total business, the gross purchase done was 3,644, out of which the gross sale was 4,687, and the net is again in minus, which is 1,043. So these are the news, the market update, which is all. And yes, we have an IPO opening today for Burger King. So if you guys are planning to invest, you can go ahead. The company's fundamentals are really not good. You should have a clear picture in mind that if you are investing or subscribing this IPO, it should be purely just for listing gains. That's it. There is a gray market premium going on around 20 to 25 per share, which is again 30 to 35% growth. But again, the gray market premium keeps on decaying, so that's something which you can't 100% rely on. But yes, since there is a less less supply for the shares, for the retail category, it's just 10% or maybe under 10%. So in that situation, you could see that people will compete and there will be naturally a great demand and there's a less supply. So you could expect a listing gain. And you, for some reason, if you got an allotted, because it's very tough, and I have already made a video, you can see this, learn to invest in IPO, the do's and don'ts, which actually have covered the points where the chances of you getting allotted gets higher. So you should be watching that video as well. And if you get allotted in this IPO, just make sure you book your profits, at least the 50% profits on the same day, on the listing day itself, because it's purely listing gains why this IPO will see the subscription. It's fairly valued, but again, it's its fundamentals are not good, and you should not be latching onto this stock. So, anyways, this is all from my end. You guys have a great day, stay safe, and all the best for your trading for today. Bye bye.